Okay, so hi everyone. Today we're going to learn about flexible budgets and also overhead analysis in module 9. So basically this is another ways of counting budget and also your overhead analysis. Okay, so we'll just go right into the problem 9.1. So in this problem 9.1, we have different activity-based budget report. And right here, we have for every company, they provided information on the following three overhead activities, which is engineering, setup, and receiving. With the driver, engineering is with engineering hours, setup is setup hours, and receiving is receiving orders with the fixed cost and also variable rate. And then Forever has found the following driver levels are associated with two different levels of production, which is 150,000 units and also 180,000 units. With the engineering hours for 150,000 units is this 870, and for $180,000 is 1,520, and so on. So the requirement for this problem is to prepare an activity-based flexible budget for the two levels of activities for forever company. Okay, so right here, when we're talking about activity-based flexible budget, we are going to use this table right here, and basically we just need to fill in what is asked for. So we have our activity and we're going to find the budget. Okay, so the budget is, of course, unit fixed cost plus with variable rate. And then for the activity, remember that they told us it's 150 and 180 units. So right here we will write 150,000 units and 180,000 units. So for both of this, it's different. Okay, and then go into it. So in order to find this, what should we do? So basically, we just need to find the budget by calculating it with fixed cost added with variable cost times with the driver level or the driver cost. Okay, so it's different for each of these. Sorry. Um, yep. So it's the same for this three. And the easy one is, let's try with the engineering. Engineering, what is the fixed cost? For engineering, the fixed cost right here is $270. 270,000. And then we need to add with the variable cost. The variable rate right here is 3.45. So $3.45 times with the driver level. For driver level in engineering is engineering hours. And engineering hours for 150,000 units is 870. 170. And we get the amount for that. And see if we have decimal or not. Okay, so we have it. Okay, so this is the amount. Next one, the same one with this one, we'll just copy paste it and change the driver into 1,520. Okay, and yep, we got it. Okay, and the next one is still the same. Setup, the fixed cost, setup, fixed cost is 250K plus with the variable, it's 2.40 times with the setup hours right here. Go and see setup hours. 150,000 is 125,000. Sorry, just put it in. And we got this. Okay, and see if we do have decimals or not. Okay, then we copy paste, change it to 140,000 for the variable rate. And yep, we got it. Next one is receiving. Still the same. Receiving. The fixed cost is 280,000. So 280,000 plus with variable rate is 6.3. So 6.3 times it with the driver level, which is 22,000 Okay, we got it. Continue with this one. We just changed 22,000 to 25,000. Okay, and yep, we're done. Just need to add all of those, and we get the total amount of the total budget. Okay, and it's all done for problem number one. Okay, continue to problem number two. Problem number two, right here, they say that the Diamond Corporation produces two types of chocolate, which is dark chocolate and white chocolate. Okay, and then the tablets use common raw material in different proportions. The company expects to produce 185,000 units of dark chocolates and 165,000 units of white chocolates during the coming year. Dark chocolate requires 1.35 direct labor hours per chocolate. Okay. Meanwhile, white chocolate requires 1.5 direct labor hours per chocolate. Diamond Co. has developed the following fixed and variable costs for each of five overhead items, which is this. This is the fixed cost. Okay. Fixed cost. Sorry. And we get the variable rate for direct labor hours. Okay, and we're going to see the requirement. So we need to calculate the direct labor hours required for production. First one is at expected level, 15% higher than expected and 15% lower than expected, and show the comparison. For the second one is to prepare an overhead budget that reflects the production at expected level, 15% higher and 15% lower. Round to two decimals and show the comparison. Okay, start with number one. So right here we have um, direct labor hours, which is for dark chocolate and white chocolate, because we are going to calculate the direct labor hours. And then we are asked to make three of this expected level, increase and also decrease 50%. The next one is the production expectation. Okay, so for the production expectation, it is stated here that they expect to produce 185,000 units for dark chocolate and 165 units for white chocolate. So dark chocolate is 185. Sorry. White chocolate is 165. Okay, and then for the expected level, how do we find it? So direct labor hours is not stated here, but they do tell us per chocolate. So expected level of DL is 185 for dark chocolate times with the rate. The rate is 1.35, so 1.35. Okay, the same as white chocolate times with 1.5. As stated here, white chocolate requires 1.5. Okay, and we got it, and we just add it, and we get our total of DL. Okay, next one is the increase 15%. So if it's increased 15%, we just need to take this, times it with 115%. And we got it. This times with 115%. Why 115%? Because this one is 100%. And what if increase? We added 115. And now decrease 15%. So 100 minus 15 is 85. So we just need to take this times with 85%. This times with 85%. And we got the total amount. As simple as that. Okay, continue to the next one, which is to prepare the overhead budget. Okay, so we directly go here and we have three level, which is expected level, increase and also decrease. And right here we have to calculate our fixed cost, variable cost, and also uh, the fixed cost is fixed for all, so we only need to count the variable cost for the increase and decrease one. Okay, so for the first one, fixed cost, let's just fill it in first. 170, 0, 90, 85, and 25. So based on this one, okay, the name is the account is the same: maintenance, power, indirect labor, rent, and other. So for variable costs, it's more complex. Why? Because we have our rate right here. So 1.35 times it with the variable cost we have earlier, which is this one. So we take the total amount and not the single amount, because we're going to find both of this. So dark chocolate and white chocolate production. So we take the total and we get this amount. And the total is to sum both of them. Add the fixed and variable cost together. Okay, so for the power, it's still the same. Take the variable rate, which is $3, times it with your total. Indirect labor, 0.65 times it with your total. The same as this, rent is 0, so 0 times with this. And other is 0.35 times it with your DF. Okay, and right here we can drag down. Okay. Yep. I just need to add the them, and it's done. Okay. So let's go to the increase 15%. So it's still the same. The variable cost is 1.35. But the difference is you are going to take the amount from the increase 15% table, the total. Just take it and drag it down. Oh, sorry. The amount is different. Sorry. So I just copy paste this one and times it with this, times it with this, increase one, times it with increase one, times it with the increase one. Okay? But for the total, it's a bit different. Okay? So for the total, it's you need to add the fixed cost plus the variable cost for the new one, which is for the increase 15% one. Okay? And we got the amount with the new one. Okay? Fixed cost is still the same, variable cost, take it from the different one. Okay? That is for increase 15%. And it's the same as decrease 15%. So I'll just copy paste this. So this one is 1.35 times it with your decrease 15%, which is this one. And $3 with this one, G5. Okay, I'll just write it down. 5. It's the same. Okay, and we are done. We just need to add them. So for this, it's fixed cost added with your variable cost. Fixed cost, variable cost, fixed cost, variable cost, fixed cost, variable cost, fixed cost, and variable cost. And that is the final for problem number 2. Okay, it's as simple as that. Continue to problem number 3, the last one, which is to identify the activity-based formula. So for this one, we have quarterly budgeted overhead costs for 2 different levels of activity, and the 5,000 level was expected level from the master budget. So 5,000 was expected. The actual activity it was 2,750. But actually, this is not very important right now. Okay, going to the next one, we have the table, and then we have this. Suppose the requirement is suppose that all of the formulas for each item are missing. You only have the budgeted cost for each level of activity. Show how you can obtain the formulas for each item by using the information given for the budgeted cost for the 2 levels. which is for 5,000 and 9,000 levels. And then the next one is prepare a flexible budget for an activity level of 4,000 directly per hour. Okay, so let's go to the first one. So we need to find the amount for this missing amount. Okay, so for this missing amount, we have the table here. So basically in this, you just need to do equation for this actually. So for the first one, let's start with maintenance. So for maintenance, we don't have any information for the fixed and variable cost, but we do have the total amount for the direct labor hours. Okay, so for this, we can say fixed cost is always fixed cost. It's always the same. We just need to add with what? 5,000 of variable cost, and we have the total of $135. Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense for you. I mean the equation, okay? And the next one, so we are going to use the elimination formula for this. The second equation is the same, FC plus, but with 9,000 of VC of variable cost equal to $175,000. So we're going to eliminate this. We're going to do the elimination thing that you learn in mathematics in the past. So right here, we can get that FC minus with FC. So we will minus right here. Okay. So FC minus with FC is 0. 5,000 minus with 9,000 is minus 4,000 of VC equal to 135 minus with 175 is minus 40,000. Yo, and we got this. And then we just need to find the VC, which is if you divide 40,000, divide 4,000, we get $10. So the variable cost is $10. Okay, so this is the variable cost. And in order to find the fixed cost, just to copy this one, insert the variable cost. So the variable cost is $10. Okay, so we just need to insert this one. And then we can find the fixed cost plus with 5,000 times with $10 is 50,000 equal to 135,000. Okay, so the FC is 135,000 minus 50,000. So 135 minus 50. So it's 85,000, and we get here 85,000, and that is for the VC. Okay, oh, for the FC, sorry. So you are going to use the elimination and the substitution for the fixed cost, or you can go either way. It's the same one. Okay, so this is how we do it, and yeah, so this is the amount for the fixed cost and variable cost in your maintenance. Okay, so you can insert right now. The fixed cost is 85,000, and meanwhile for the variable cost is $10. Got it ready, okay? Next one is the depreciation. For depreciation, still the same. So we're going to copy paste this one, put it here. Okay. So depreciation. The fixed costs for depreciation, let's see. They have fixed costs, but they don't have variable costs. So I'll just insert with this so we can be more clear. because depreciation is still fixed for every year, so it's impossible to have the variable. Okay, so we only need to find the fixed cost, and it is easier. Okay, so since if you can see right here, if the formula is still using this, then fixed cost plus with zero variable cost is equal to 7,500, right? And then the same one, this one is 7,500 as well. So FC plus VC is equal 7,500. And if we calculate 0 with VC is 0, so we can get the VC, the fixed cost directly 7,500. Okay, so for this one, we don't need to calculate that much. We just need to insert the statement. Okay, as well as with our supervision. Supervision is still the same. Okay, so just select from here. For supplies, power, other, we need to find it. Okay, so go next one is a supplies. Write it supplies. We're going to use the same one. Just copy paste it first. Okay, for supplies, right here, we need to see. Wait, let me. Sorry. Okay, so for supplies, right here, we can see that the supplies is they only require the variable cost. So fixed cost, we can say the fixed cost is 0. Okay, so fixed cost is 0, and then the variable cost is still the same, but right here we have 20,500 or 5,000. And then for this one, we are going to change it because the drive is different. It's 28,500. Okay, so it's still the same. We need to minus that. Okay, 5,000 minus 9,000 is still the same, 4,000. But 20,500 minus with 28,500, and we get 8,000 minus 8,000. Okay, so we change it here. And 8,000 divided by 4,000 is $2. And yep, we got the nominal, $2. Okay, continue with the next one is power. So power and supplies have the same way of work. So power, okay. The difference is in the amount. One is 500 and one is 700. So this one is 500. This one is 700. Okay. 500 minus 700 is minus 200. Okay. 200 divided by 4,000 is 0.05. Okay. So wait for a minute. Yep. 0.05. So this is for the power. Okay. And then continue. Wait for a minute. So actually you can find it in the other way without the elimination as well. But we will prove it later on to see whether it's the same or not. Okay. So for fixed costs right here, we have two ways of finding it, and maybe it may be different. So the first one is using this, okay, which is actually um a little bit more different because you're going to add both of these, but the only way you can find it is using this amount, and then basically we just need to eliminate everything. Right. So let's just say this one. So we can say that 0 times this is different as it's 0. So we get this, and we can get that the VC is 20,500 divided by 5,000. Okay, and we got it that the VC is 4.1. So it's different. Okay. Meanwhile, if we're going to use this as our driver, it divide by 9,000 is okay. So right here, we have different amount for three of these, as well as if you find the power, it will be different as well. So you must be asking, so which one should we use actually? So go back to this and see that the 5,000 level was the expected level from the master budget. And right here, we are going to find the budgeted cost, okay, for the two levels. Although they are saying that two levels, but your supplies and your power, they're going to rely on your variable only. So the one that rely on your variable only, you just need to see what is the expected level. So the expected level is 5,000. So use the 5,000. So we are going to use this one. Okay, I hope you understand on this one. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, I hope you guys can understand. Okay, so we are going to use this one. It's 4.1. So right here, write it down that VC is equal to 4.1. Okay, and it is the same with our power. So I'll just eliminate this one first. Okay, so the same one as our power. Change it here, 4.1. Okay. Um, okay. For power, we're going to use 5,000. 500 with 5,000. So 5,000, 500 divided by 5,000. And we can get the amount of 5,000. 500 divided by 5,000 is 0 0.1. So right here we can write 0 0.1. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Continue to other. So other is the same with the first one because we're going to find the fixed and the variable cost. So we're going to use the same one with the first one, which is maintenance. Okay, maintenance. Copy. Okay, for the fixed cost, it's the same with this one, but the amount is different. So we're going to change it. 25,000 and 30,000. Okay, 25,000 and 30,000. So this one is 5,000. So 5,000 divided by 4,000 is 1.25. Am I correct? This is minus 4,000 minus 5,000, and we get 5. Yep, 1.25. But wait a minute, why do I have the different amount for this? Um, plus 4,000, 30,000, 4,000 minus 5,000. 4,000 divided by 5,000, which is 0.8. Mm, okay, wait for a minute. Okay, it's correct, so we can put it here, 1.25. Okay, so right here, variable cost is 1.25. Okay, continue to the fixed cost. Just insert that. So this one is changed to 25,000. Okay, so 5,000 times with 1.25. And then 1.25 times with 5,000 is 1.25 times with 5,000 is 6,250. Yep. And then we just need to take 25,000 minus with 6,000. So it's 18,750. Yep. And that is the amount for this other. Okay, other. Okay, so the amount is $18.70. Okay, let me recheck it once more. So this one is this one. We put it in 5,000 plus 125, 25. So this one is 5,000 times 1.25, we get 6,250. And to find the fixed cost, it's 25,000 minus 6,250. Okay, and we're done with number one for um for this module, for this problem 993. For the second one is to prepare the flexible budget. So the flexible budget is the same one as the first one, as this one, but we are going to use one driver only, which is 4,000 direct labor hour. So the activity is for the 4,000 direct labor hour. Okay, or I'll just put it DLH, direct labor hour. For the maintenance, okay, so for this, it's still the same. Just copy paste from this. Fixed cost times with all of this. Okay, so fixed cost plus variable cost times driver level is 4,000. Okay, and we get 125,000. I guess I'll just put it as 4,000 right here. Okay, so we can put it in the formula. Okay, and just drag it down. For this, it's still the same. Oh, sorry. For this one, okay, the same. Supplies is still the same. Power, other is okay, and the total budget is this. Fair enough, and it's done. Okay, so this is how we can do the flexible budgets, and I hope you guys can understand for this module. And we're done with module 9, and see you in the next module. Thank you.